Most carjackings don't start with force. They start with a trick, a setup so simple you don't even see it coming. And the scariest part? These traps don't just target careless drivers. They're designed to fool smart, cautious people too. One of the most dangerous tricks looks harmless, just a piece of paper stuck to your car. But that's only the beginning. Because once you know how these scams really work, you'll never look at a parking lot the same way again. In this video, I'm breaking down the sneakiest scams thieves use to steal cars and valuables, from tricks that play on your kindness to setups that use fear, greed, or plain old distraction. And at the very end, I'll reveal a bonus tip that could save you from a setup happening right now in your own city. It usually starts with something that feels harmless, even polite. You walk out of a store and see a note tucked under your windshield wiper. "Sorry, I hit your car. Call me." Most people would do the decent thing, dial the number and talk it out. The person on the other end sounds genuine, apologetic, even helpful. They'll say they know a mechanic who can fix everything. No hassle, no insurance headaches. But here's the trap. That helpful mechanic isn't there to fix your car. He's there to market. While you're sipping free coffee in the waiting room, he's slipping a GPS tracker somewhere you'll never notice. He's also making a mold of your key. And just like that, you've handed over the blueprint to your entire car. The scariest part? They don't even take it right away. They wait. They watch. They track your routines until the day they know you won't notice them following. Then they move in, unlock the doors, disable the alarm, and drive off like it was theirs all along. This scam works because it doesn't feel like a scam. There's no rush, no threats, just fake kindness and patience. But once you've trusted the wrong stranger, you're already marked. And while that trap takes its time, others are designed to strike in seconds, hitting you when you're already frustrated and off guard. You're walking back to your car when the alarm blares for no reason. Once, maybe you brush it off as a glitch. Twice, you're annoyed. By the third time, you just want it to stop. That's exactly what they're counting on. Thieves will bump the fender, tap the glass, or use a signal jammer to set the alarm off again and again until you get fed up. Most drivers hit the unlock button from a distance just to silence it, but the moment you do, the doors are wide open. If you're far enough away, they can slip in before you even reach the car. Sometimes they keep setting it off until you finally walk over. That's when someone approaches from your blind spot. While you're distracted fumbling with the keys, a partner slides in from the other side, grabs your bag, or even takes the driver's seat. It works because frustration makes people sloppy. You're not thinking about safety. You're thinking about peace and quiet. The smarter move? Never silence the alarm from across the lot. Only approach your car if it's in a crowded, well-lit area. Or better yet, ask security to walk with you. And if frustration doesn't trick you, greed just might. Imagine spotting a crisp $20 bill tucked under your wiper, or half sticking out of your door handle. Sometimes it's folded neatly on the ground, right by your driver's side. Feels like luck, right? It's not luck, it's bait. The second you notice it, you're already in their game. Most people don't spot the bill until they're sitting inside, keys in the ignition, and when you step back out to grab it, your guard drops. The doors are unlocked, your focus is split, and that's when they strike. Some thieves work in pairs. One distracts you with the free cash, while the other slips into your car or snatches your bag. In more aggressive setups, they wait until you lean down, then shove you aside and slide into the driver's seat. All because curiosity made you pause for 2 seconds. And if cash doesn't tempt you, they'll try another angle, convincing you that you dropped something. A stranger waves you down, holding keys, a bracelet, maybe even a wallet. "Hey, you dropped this." You walk closer, only to find out it's not yours. That's all they need. You're close enough for them or their partner to move in. It works because nobody wants to lose something valuable. Jewelry catches the eye. Wallets feel personal. Keys feel urgent. you're not thinking about the scam. You're thinking about what you might have lost. The safest move? If it's not yours, say so from a distance. Don't set down your bag, don't step closer. And if you're already at your car, lock the doors before talking to anyone. But not every scam relies on greed or curiosity. Some thieves sabotage your car itself, so you walk right into their trap. Sometimes thieves don't rely on tricks or distractions. They go straight for sabotage. And the worst part is, you don't even realize it until it's too late. One of the most common setups is the flat tire scam. You park, head inside a store, and while you're gone, someone quietly slices your tire. You drive off thinking everything's fine. Until a block later, the tire gives out. You pull over in a quieter spot, vulnerable and distracted. That's when they make their move, snatching your bag, cornering you for valuables, or even taking the entire car. It feels like bad luck, but it was staged from the start. Then there's the mirror folding trick. You get in your car and notice the side mirror folded in. Seems minor. Maybe someone brushed past it. Most people roll down the window to flip it back out. That's the moment they're waiting for. One quick reach, and your bag, your keys, or even your unlocked door are in their hands. Some even fold both mirrors, doubling the odds you'll slip. These scams work because they target your routine. We all check our tires. We all adjust our mirrors. And thieves use those habits against us. The smarter move? Always check mirrors before unlocking the car. If one's folded, adjust it from inside with the controls, or drive to a safe spot before fixing it. And if you get a flat right after leaving a parking lot, don't just pull over anywhere. Lock your doors, call for help, and only stop in a busy, well-lit area. And if they can't trick your habits, they'll go after something even harder to resist. Your kindness. Not every trap is about fear or greed. Some are designed to exploit something deeper. Your kindness. Picture this. You're just about to start the car when someone walks up holding a phone or even an old paper map. They tap on your window, acting lost, asking for directions. Most people feel guilty ignoring someone who needs help. But while you're focused on the map, your window's cracked open, your bag is within reach, and suddenly you're wide open. And if your door isn't locked, it takes a second for them or a partner to pull it open. Then there's the charity scam. You're stopped at a red light, and someone in a vest with a clipboard walks up with a bucket. They say they're collecting donations for a cause. Sick kids, disaster relief, local fundraisers. The story feels urgent. You feel rushed. You hand over cash through a cracked window, and sometimes that's just the distraction. In a split second, they snatch whatever else is sitting on your seat. Or maybe you see a disabled car on the side of the road. Hood up, hazard lights flashing, someone waving for help. Everything in you says, pull over, be a good person. But the moment you do, you're not rescuing someone stranded. You're stepping into their trap. Whether it's a hidden partner grabbing your car or someone pushing you out of the driver's seat, you just gave up your safety for what looked like kindness. These scams work because they make you feel like ignoring them means being cold or heartless. But kindness doesn't mean risking your safety. If someone's lost, keep your window up and point through the glass. If it's a broken down car, call roadside assistance or police from a distance. Real people in trouble will still get help, but you won't fall into a setup. And if they can't use guilt to stop you, they'll use confusion, making you think your car itself is falling apart. Sometimes thieves don't even need to speak to you. They let your own car do the talking. One of the oldest setups is the wheel obstruction scam. You start driving and hear a strange clunking under the car. Someone's wedged a can, a bottle, or even a block of wood behind your tire. The sound forces you to stop and check. While you're crouched down near the wheel, doors unlocked, a thief swoops in. Purse, backpack, phone, gone in seconds. And if they're bold, they shove you aside and take the whole car. Then there's the fake ticket trick. You return to your car to find what looks like a parking citation under the wiper. It's got a seal, a barcode, maybe even the city logo. But it's a scam. The QR code or website leads to a fake payment page where you hand over your card details. In some cases, the ticket isn't about money at all. It's just a way to keep you standing still long enough for someone to sneak up. And then there's the fluid spill setup. You walk up to your car and notice a dark puddle under the engine. Oil, coolant, something that looks serious. Panic kicks in. You bend down, pop the hood, or crawl halfway under the bumper. That's when they strike, grabbing your bag, sliding into the driver's seat, or hitting you while you're distracted. In reality, nothing's wrong with your car. They poured it there just to trap you. These scams work because they mess with your instincts. If something sounds wrong, looks wrong, or feels wrong, most people act without thinking. But that reaction is exactly what they want. The smarter move? Don't stop in the same spot where you notice the problem. Keep driving to a safe, busy place before checking, and never scan a QR code or pay a fine without verifying it with your local parking authority. And while some of these tricks just want to distract you, others are far more dangerous, designed to hurt you before they rob you. Not every scam is about stealing quietly. Some are designed to injure you first. One of the nastiest is the razor blade under the door handle. A thin blade or shard of metal is taped just out of sight, waiting for your hand. You reach like normal, and suddenly you're cut deep across the fingers or palm. The pain distracts you, the blood forces you to focus on your injury, and in that moment, you're vulnerable. Thieves don't need to fight you. You're already disoriented, your hands are occupied, and your car is wide open. Sometimes, the injury itself is the point. A random act meant to cause chaos, but more often, it's part of a larger setup. Hurt you just enough to buy time, then grab your bag, your keys, or your car while you're too shocked to resist. This trick works because it's invisible. You don't check your door handle before you grab it. Nobody does, and that's what makes it effective. The safer habit? Always give your car a quick scan before touching it. Not just the windows and tires, but the handle too. Look for tape, glints of metal, or anything that seems out of place. If something feels off, trust that instinct and back away. But while blades are brutal, the deadliest scam of all doesn't need a weapon. It's quiet, subtle, and it starts with something as harmless as an envelope. It doesn't take a weapon or a fake breakdown to set you up. Sometimes all it takes is an envelope. You walk up to your car and see one tucked under the windshield wiper, taped to the driver's side window, or sticking out of the door handle. Your first thought isn't danger. It's curiosity. Who left this? Is it a ticket? A note? Maybe even money? That's exactly what they want. The moment you lean in to grab it, your guard is gone. You're looking down, fumbling with the paper. Your keys are usually in one hand, the door is unlocked, and your attention is fixed on that envelope. That's when they strike. A thief can step out of a blind spot, shove you aside, and slide into your seat before you even realize what's happening. And it's not always empty. Some criminals plant fake fines, fake warnings, even a few dollars inside to guarantee you open it. Others take it further, lacing the paper with chemical irritants that transfer to your skin, making your eyes sting and your focus blur. By the time you react, it's already too late. This scam is dangerous because it doesn't feel like a scam at all. It feels like something you have to check. But the safest move is the simplest. Don't touch it. Get inside, lock the doors, and drive to a safe location before dealing with anything attached to your vehicle. And always report it, because if it happened to you, someone else is already being targeted the same way. Now you've seen how these setups work, but there's one more move every driver should know before stepping into a parking lot. Here's the truth about every single one of these scams. They don't start with violence. They start with distraction. A note, a sound, a stranger's smile. They use your instincts against you. Curiosity, kindness, frustration, even greed. That's how smart drivers get fooled. So here's the bonus tip every driver needs. Before you reach your car, do a 360 scan. Look around like you're checking for exits in a crowded room. Make eye contact with anyone nearby, even briefly. Thieves hate that moment. The second they realize you're alert. Because when you're alert, you're harder to surprise, harder to trap, and far more likely to remember their face. Remember, safety isn't about being paranoid. It's about being prepared. If something feels off, a folded mirror, a fake ticket, or an envelope on your windshield, trust your instincts. Get in, lock up, and move to safety. Your awareness is your best defense. Now you know the setups that criminals don't want you to see. But there's one more danger you need to know about. A simple coin wedged in your car door handle. It looks harmless, but what it does next could put your entire vehicle at risk. Click the video on the screen now to discover the truth.